A once unstoppable force meets an immovable object. Two teams that were once on the cusp of glory that have now fallen from grace in these dark days. I've got Mark on my left, he's a Manchester United fan, and I've got Lippy on my right, he's an Arsenal fan. No longer is it a challenge for the title, but a scrap for Champions League qualification. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Voice Off Season 1, Episode 3. I'll start with you, Mark. Arsenal. Given the expectations from their fans, manager, board alike, what do you make of Arsenal's season?
Underwhelming, but that comes from the top up, doesn't it? Starts with the manager, trickles down its way to the fans, players, normal.
I know you've always had a lot to say.
That's correct.
What do you think about Manchester United this season? Just, you know, given the fact that they've spent about 500 million since Ferguson has left, roughly. What do you think about them this season, just in general, performance-wise, the manager?
I think they've underperformed, they've underachieved. I'm not really surprised. I know their fans are. Thought they're in quite buying players like Pogba, Zlatan. They thought it could change these dark times, as you've said, but I knew it wouldn't be enough.
You're not just generally...
Nah, basically I think since Fergie's left, it's been like a little boy, their daddy's left them out in the wilderness with the beast and they can't hack it no more.
What do you feel about Arsenal now 7 points off Champions League qualification?
I'm glad he said little boy, because back in 2009, back then, Patrice was even calling them babies. 10 years, 8 years on, what's changed? What's changed 8 years on?
I tell you what's changed, mate. Like I said, daddy's gone. Us, we got a shit dad, mate. We've been out there by ourselves. And last time you came to the Emirates, we saw it was different from 09. We saw that. And I think it's time for you lot, like us back then, we just had to accept it, and I think the time has come for you lot to do the same thing.
No chance. I mean, Emirates, that's your ground, yeah?
It's our ground.
How much times did you beat us there?
About 2 times.
3, 4 times?
Yeah.
We beat you 4 times as well. Doing a ground share. You might as well be our home.
Is that what you're saying, yeah?
On some Inter Milan, AC Milan team.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty much our ground.
Well, at your ground, earlier on this season, when you lot were so confident that you would do us, because you beat us there last year with the kids. Didn't happen, did it? Because again, it's not 09, big man. 017.
And where's that got you?
Where's it got you?
I mean, we're above you.
At the moment, couple points. This is where in very, very, very dark times, you're on how much game unbeaten run?
24.
And you lie how much points ahead of us?
5.
Not good enough, really, is it?
It's not, but I mean, we've talked about the Arsenal team, we've talked about characters. We could go through some players if you want. I mean, we've got Prematch, meant to save you 15 points. You're probably 15 points worse off this year than it was last year.
Can I just stop you there quickly? How much did Czech cost?
12 mil.
12 million. His first season became second. Decent for us.
It is.
How much did that Pogba boy cost?
89.
And you lie where in his first season?
5th.
Not really good enough, is it?
It's not, but I mean, you pretty much spent similar amounts to us. I mean, you spent like 100 mil. I mean, your midfield enforcer. I mean, he's called a leader because his mum gave him a pair of keys over his older brother.
I don't even know what you're talking about, but you're gonna know all about them, man.
I mean,
there.
What's Shaka done this year?
He scored a couple. He scored a decent. He scored what? I think he's scored 3 goals.
He's probably got more red cards than he does goals.
He doesn't, though, does he?
Maybe.
I mean, Manchester United are still Manchester United,
Of course.
still fighting on 2 fronts. You know, they've got the Europa. I think they're playing Celta Vigo on Thursday. And then they've got, before they come to, you know, the Emirates. Do you think that they have more chance of qualifying for the Champions League than Arsenal? Or do you think just in general that neither of you are going to make it? Or Arsenal are going to make it?
I'll be honest, I drift into that question, but the thing that I thought, the one thing that worried me about United this season was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. And luckily for us at Old Trafford, he wasn't there. In the Emirates, he's not going to be there either. And other than him, I don't really see much threats in that United side. If you couldn't do it to us in your backyard, you're not going to do it to us in ours.
I mean, leading on from his question, earlier this season, two of you guys came together. You know, would you say, I mean, you dominated the match somewhat, you know, left with just a point? Do you feel hard done by? Or do you feel, I mean, there was nothing in that match that really convinced me as a neutral that Manchester United had an edge over Arsenal. But from a fan's perspective, what do you think?
They were probably glad to leave with a point. Fair enough. But I feel this time around it's going to be different. I mean, how many times has Wenger beat Jose?
I think once in the Community Shield.
That's not even a competitive game.
Isn't.
So that's 0.
But since Jose has been you lot's daddy, how many times have you lot beat us?
We've only faced you once.
And what, did you beat us?
No, we've got a draw. I mean, that's alright, but going back to that 13 attempts, how many wins against Jose?
Like I said, I think it's different now. He had 11 strong blue men in that Chelsea team. They're going to be champions this year. When he was there last season, what happened?
I don't know, what happened?
Chelsea came 10th. I think he left in November. Since then, he spent about 200 million. He's now 5th. With you lot say is the biggest club. It is the biggest club in the country. So the great run, you can't be that great.
Who was in charge when Chelsea beat Arsenal 6-1?
Wenger, Arsene Wenger. Well, who's in charge of Chelsea?
Yeah.
Jose.
Pretty good daddy to have, innit?
Like I said, 11 strong men, 11 lost little boys, and you saw the difference at Old Trafford. And I think he did dominate that match.
He did.
If you're gonna say a team did dominate, then yeah, it would have been you lot, but that didn't matter. 89 million dabs, little fairy skin fades and that, it didn't matter.
Okay. I mean, you can discuss all that, but I mean, you got your right back that's just changing the hairstyles every single week. You got Phil Walcott, who I don't know has been at Arsenal what 10 years, only wants to start scoring when his wife promises a new coffee machine. I mean, Giroud, don't know whether he's coming or going. I mean, Ozil, best number 10 in the world. How much assists has he got this year?
Don't even know, to be honest.
I mean,
that
you just came and you just said Walcott has scored, scored only when his business is promised with a coffee machine. Last time you played Arsenal at the Emirates, you got somewhat of a rollicking, 3-0. If memory serves me right, I'm sure Walcott was on the score sheet. You got a real hiding,
We did.
3-0, received a lot of banter. You were the banter team, given that game. Coming to the Emirates, is there not that fair, given how your season has panned out?
No, because we tend to do well when our backs are against the wall. I mean, the Emirates, it's our ground. It's been up since, 2006? 4 wins? If that doesn't typify the shape of Arsenal, I don't know what does.
I'll come back to you. Last season, 3-0, real statement, real. Do you feel that you need to have another performance like that in order to, even though in relation to bragging rights, do you feel like you need to have another performance like that to stamp your authority over Manchester United?
Definitely, and I think the main difference between 06, 09, all these years in the past is, I'll ask you, in those 4 victories at the Emirates, how many of those players are left?
What, for the United side?
Yeah, in the United side and the Arsenal side.
Pretty much next to none.
It's a new batch.
But it's not, because you've got the same manager.
We do, but it's a new batch. It's a new batch of boys, because when your new batch of boys came to the Emirates last year, we saw something that I can admit that we'd never seen before at the Emirates. We swept the floor with you lot. And I think the same thing's going to happen this year, because our other little brothers, Tottenham, are doing all right at the moment. So, and mathematically, there's nothing we can do to stop them from finishing above us for the second time in 25 years of my life. So, yeah, all we got left, United at the Emirates, and them other pricks at Wembley on the 27th of May, but we'll deal with you lot first, and then, yeah, in my hometown, Wembley, we do the business on them other pricks.
First and foremost, half their players are already on holiday, so I'm not too fast. So, you know what, yeah? I could probably predict how the game's going to go. They're probably going to dominate us. They're probably going to hit every part of the boardwork. They're probably going to go up the other end, get a shit set piece, bang, and we'll probably leave with a 1-0 win. And that is just a statement of how Arsenal have become.
All
I'll
right.
tell you how I think it's going to go.
Hold on. From what you've just said,
Yeah.
Wenger's changed his formation. He's now playing a 3-4-3. He's improvised or kind of copied Conte. Given your injuries, given Arsenal's change of formation, what start 11 do you think Jose will put out on the weekend?
De Gea in goal. Valencia right back. Darmian left back. Bailly and Daly Blue in centre back. Does he go with a 2 or 3 in midfield? Pogba, Herrera.
Assuming Pogba's going to be fit.
Yeah. Marsh off the left. I think Jose goes with Lingard. And then Rashford up top.
What do you think Wenger's going to put out?
Like you said, it's a new formation, and we beat you lot's older brothers with it the other day. The best team in Manchester City, in the semi-finals of the FA Cup, which you didn't make it to. But yeah, so we've done them. I think what we'll do, we'll have check and go.
Smith's got saving 15 points, by the way.
Yeah, but I think we'll have check and go. I think we'll go with a back three of Gabriel, Koscielny, and it's probably going to be Monreal. I don't think Holding will get the start. In the left wing back position will be Kieran Gibbs, who I don't even think is good, but I know he'll play well against them lot because they're not good. I think on the right wing back position we'll have Ox. He's been excellent recently. He was excellent. He was excellent at Old Trafford.
Yeah.
I think the 2 central midfield players we will play will be Xhaka and Ramsey. Again, I'm not a big fan of Ramsey, but he does all right against you lot. In front of them will be Sanchez and Ozil, the danger men.
Considering Ozil will turn up, we'll see.
The danger men. And up top will be big OG, and you lot know about him, because like he said, he doesn't know if he's coming or going, nor did Rojo and Jones at Old Trafford.
Technically, it's actually Smalling. But okay.
Whoever it was, they got smoked.
All right, Mark, I'm going to ask you. Give me your prediction for this weekend.
1-0, and we're probably going to have like 10% possession, and then we're probably going to score the most cuntish goal. And Jose's probably going to run down the touchline, beating his chest, whilst Wenger's got both hands on his head doing the migraine skank.
What do you think, Liffy?
You got a part of that answer right, the 10% possession part, scoring the cuntish goal. I think it'll be 4-1 to Arsenal.
4-1 to Arsenal?
4-1 to Arsenal.
4-1. 4-1.
I'm going to do it to you.
When was the last time you scored 4?
The last time we scored 4,
excluding the FA Cup.
Excluding the FA Cup, I think that I can remember honestly was against.
That's a long time. That is actually it.
He's got the best defensive record in the league.
Who's that? You lot. I'm going to ask you lot, you the question now. When's the last time you won 3-0?
I didn't predict 3-0, I predicted 1-0.
But when's the last time you won 3-0?
Last time we won 3-0.
I could tell you.
I don't know.
Against Leicester, away.
Leicester.
It's a long time ago.
It is, but I didn't predict 3-0. Therefore, I ain't got to worry about 3 goals. I predicted 1. And we scored 1 last week. How much goals did we score last week?
Last week? We didn't score last week.
Do you think you can shake on it?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, and here we have Mark and Lippy. Hopefully, and I'll say hopefully again, the game really lives up to its billing. But from me, the host, Mike, I'll be seeing you there. And goodbye and God bless.